This is the shocking murder of a pole dancer inside of a bulletproof bedroom. One luxurious villa goes up in flames. Inside, behind armored doors and security cameras, a young woman lies dead on a satin-covered bed. Next to her, a wealthy businessman is still breathing, despite a destroyed eye and gunshot wounds. There are no signs of forced entry. There's no masked intruder. The only person with access to that panic room survived. This is where the story begins. It's the morning of July 27th, 2008. The passerby notices smoke rising from a large white villa in the quiet Belgian village of Merksplas. Flames are already tearing through the roof. He runs across the street to a nearby place and calls emergency services. When firefighters arrive, the house looks deserted. The doors are locked. Inside, a dog barks continuously. They smash a window above the front door and force their way inside. The villa is large, luxurious, but strangely silent. Then they find a locked bedroom. The door is armored, so they have to force it open. Inside, the scene shocks even the experienced firefighters. On the bed lies a young woman, half covered by a black satin duvet. 2 gunshot wounds to the woman's head, and she's dead. The man beside her is still alive, but barely. His arm and hand are shot. His right eye is destroyed, yet his other eye moves. He is breathing. The woman is 27-year-old Samira Bakar. The man is 50-year-old Dutch businessman Wim Beckman, owner of the villa. Samira grew up in Brussels in a strict Muslim family, but as a young adult, she chose her own path. Once she was 20, she began working as a pole dancer in a nightclub. She married twice. Both marriages failed. In 2002, she met Wim. Wim lived a flashy life. He was fond of expensive cars, Michelin star restaurants, helicopter flights, and nightclubs filled with young women. On the surface, he looked like a wealthy, successful man. But behind that image was a darker reality. Wim had a long criminal history: fraud, money laundering, and financial crimes. There were dozens of convictions. His companies repeatedly went bankrupt, leaving creditors unpaid. Yet he continued living like a playboy. His relationship with Samira revolved around money. He promised her a job as his assistant with a good salary and stability. That money never arrived. They had dinner together. Later, they went to a nightclub. They returned to the villa around 5 in the morning. Samira took paracetamol and Wim took a sleeping pill. According to Wim, that is the last thing he remembers. The next morning, the villa is burning. Samira is dead. Wim is alive. Investigators at first suspect a criminal settling scores. Wim has many enemies. Perhaps someone targeted him. Then the physical evidence begins to speak. The murder weapon is found in the bed. It belongs to Wim. Samira was shot with that weapon. The fire itself tells another story. It started with helicopter fuel. Investigators believe Wim shot Samira when she tried to leave him. Then he allegedly set the house on fire to destroy evidence. Finally, he shot himself in the head to stage a failed murder-suicide. Everything points inward. In December 2008, Wim was arrested. The case seems strong. The weapon, the fuel, and the lies. It feels airtight. Here is where you need to pause for a moment. Before we continue, if you enjoy true crime cases like this, make sure to subscribe. This will help me to continue making videos like this. If you already have a theory about what happened that night, let me know in the comments. Then, something unexpected happens. After 3 months in prison, Veem is suddenly released. The court rules that there are insufficient grounds to hold him longer at that stage. He returns to the villa. For many, this feels unbelievable. The woman is dead. The evidence seems overwhelming, yet the legal process moves slowly. Veem continues claiming innocence. He says he remembers nothing after taking the sleeping pill. He insists someone else must have entered. But how? The bedroom was armored. There was bulletproof glass with no forced entry. Only one access badge. Investigators reconstruct the timeline. They examine ballistic angles, the trajectory of the bullets, the fire patterns in the attic, the sequence of events. Medical specialists question it. The angle, severity, and survival. Was it truly an attempt to die? Or carefully calculated to wound but not kill? Over time, prosecutors build the case further. The armored bedroom that once symbolized protection now becomes the setting of betrayal. Eventually, Veem is convicted. The court rules that the murder was committed inside that locked bulletproof room. The fortress was designed carefully to keep danger out. Instead, the danger was already inside. For Samira and her family, no verdict can undo what happened. She was a young woman who chose her own path and tried to build a better life. Her final moments were spent in a room built to feel safe. In cases like this, luxury hides truth. The security systems hide vulnerability, and sometimes the most heavily protected room in the house is where the greatest betrayal happens. This is a story of 2 people inside a bulletproof fortress, yet only one survives. Was this a calculated murder driven by pride and control? Or is there still something we don't see? What do you believe? Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next case.